Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Different professions will have groupies. Now, this is more about like status. Now, you know, there's big talk about looks, money, and status. But I will always repeat, I never said anything was wrong with it. I said, you're going to get some women, even though I talk about getting, you know, the 90 for free. I said, if a man got money, well, you know, you're going to get some women. Now, whether he can trust them or not, I'm like, But, you know, and I said looks, you know. I've definitely said that. Shit, part of body game is enhancing your own looks and everything. And I say you're going to get something, you know, and status, you know, which I'll be talking mainly about today, you know, that gets something. All I've really ever said from day one was that sex appeal, that's what you can use to beat all of them. If you don't have the looks, you don't have the money, you don't have the status, but a woman want to jump your bones, boom. That's all I've ever said. But even with that, you know, today, more the status thing and more the professions thing. Because one thing I found, different professions will have groupies. Women who going to stroke them just because they in that profession. Now, we know about the entertainment groupies and athletic groupies. In fact, I've known like groupies in both. You know, you get some young ladies, all they're going to deal with is the jocks. And then you get some other young ladies, all they're going to deal with is the entertainers. And I mean, they got websites, probably secret websites now, just saying, okay, yeah, this team is going to be here. You know, if you go to the will call of any game or any stadium and just hang out, just stand there, you're going to see their groupies and stuff. You get these real beautiful women and stuff, they're going to be on some groupies. Shoot, I remember going to a hockey game and saw these two women, they were fixed up for a hockey game and everything. I mean, they were fixed up, you smell the perfume, everything, you know? You have that. In fact, I've talked about that in a way before called a star game. You know, depending on what profession you in, there'll be some women who going to be interested. Shoot, I saw that when I used to hang out at this spot that had poetry back in the day. I don't know what it is now. I haven't been to a poetry spot, but you had some women in there. They were just into the poets. Shoot, online, you got some group. Look, you got some content. Let's be real with some content creators. You got some content creators right here on YouTube who got some women interested in them, primarily because they're YouTube content creators. I might know a little bit about those groupies. But you have that though. You have that different professions. I remember reading about how Wall Street stock traders had groupies, or attorneys, they have groupies, you know? It's like professionals. Let me use professionals, regardless of the profession. Women will figure out where they're hanging out at. Indeed, I saw something, I think it was a video, I think it was a YouTube video, random YouTube video, or something. It was a woman talking about women hitting up tech conventions because they want those tech engineers. They're not going for, I forgot where I saw the video. It was either on YouTube or IG, you know, which of course the IG ones might have came from TikTok. And, you know, they were talking about some tech conventions and some women who showing up. They got no connection with technology. They're not engineers, anything like that. But they got a bunch of guys there. So these women showing up for those conventions to hook up with the guys. Oh, man. And, you know, let's be real. Whatever it is status. Now, it's also game. It's also game. Like, think about what profession that you in, it will draw the women. Now, let's just be real. The bait is the status. And, you know, personally, I wouldn't trust that or even recommend it, but I'm talking about it because one of the things I do on this channel, I will talk about different aspects of man gets woman. And that's an aspect that works regardless of what you think. You know, there's some women out here, they ain't gonna mess with you unless you say you a certain thing. They ain't gonna mess with you. I mean, it is what it is. They don't, and you know what? They don't care how handsome you are. They just groupies for this. They will find out where those Wall Street traders are hanging out at, Or they could be doctor groupies where they'll figure out where the doctor's hanging out and everything. Or attorney groupies, whatever the business. Could be accountant groupies out there. You know, seriously, if you look in any town, and let's just say you got nothing to do for like a month or so, and you say, you know what, I'm gonna hit up different clubs, different venues, bistros, cigar lounges, see what type of people are there, and then see what type of women are there. See what type of women are there. Cause you know, I've had guys come back to me say, yeah, if you go to this club, these women are looking for all these professional men and everything. No, that's status. That's status. You know, cause I've talked about class before and everything. Even did a video, on-demand video, talking about reading a woman's social class, and that's especially as a woman rises up in class. And I'll put that social class video in the description box. I'll put that social class on demand video in there because especially when you're dealing with higher class women, more of the class, they're looking for a certain type of guy, you know? They looking for, but then even lower class women, you know, you might get some women, all they fucking is going to be fucking drug dealers. In DC, you know, where we got the go-go, heard of women, all they were stroking were go-go musicians. You know, it's like it's part of that star game, you know. Of course, you know, like I said, back in the day, women only stroking poets because they'll get into it. Because women, it's not even, you know what, it's not even so much as just superficial, but women are just into whatever is represented by, on one level, represented by that particular profession. You know. And then, of course, you get some money in there. They might want that money. But then you talk about something like poets or some women turned on by that. That's what they're looking for, you know? They looking for that. And they're groupies, you know? They're groupies. Because usually they're looking for the lifestyle, personality, everything. A lot of it's lifestyle. Like lifestyle itself is a bait. If they think you live a certain lifestyle, that's some bait for many women, you know? But that's just a reality. Like if you, like I said, it's still, for me, it's still, you know, sex appeal is still going to be a greater draw. And that's one that you can use and you can cut through a lot of bullshit with the women. But that status too. Yeah, you might be somebody say, okay, let me build up. All right, I'm in this particular profession. Where do people of my status hang out, of my profession hang out? I guarantee, I don't care what it is, there'll be some women there. There'll be some women there, or trying to get there. You know, anytime you're hearing about women hitting up some tech conventions just because of the engineers and stuff, boom, or the men there, you know. Now, they looking for, you know, it could be they just looking for the men, period. Whatever the case, different professions will have groupies. It's just a matter of, okay, what my profession is. Okay, you had the groupies. Now, only thing I would say with a groupie, you can't really take them seriously. If you're gonna roll with them or deal with them, you can't take them seriously. You can't take them seriously. So, anyway, that's all I have for today. You need to think about it and trust me. And like I said earlier, even YouTube content creators have groupies. Ask me how I know. Anyway, I get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.